Solve this question. So in this question it's been asked that zinc blend, which is nothing but the ZnS, is roasted in air. So calculate. First, this question is divided into two parts, part A and part B. So part A says that number of moles of sulfur dioxide liberated by 776 gram of ZnS. Okay, so what do we have to do? The first part, it says that when zinc blend roasted in air, we have to calculate the number of moles of sulfur dioxide liberated by 776 gram of zinc sulfide. Okay, that's what we have to calculate. And second part, we have to calculate, B part, we have to calculate the weight of ZnS required to produce 22.4 liters of SO2 at s.t.p. Okay, so let's start this question by part A. Okay, but what do we do first when this type of question come? We write down the balanced chemical equation. So it's gonna be chemical equation. So what is gonna be the balanced chemical equation? So that it says that zinc blend, which is ZnS, is gonna be roasted in air. So which part of air we're gonna take over here? So definitely it's gonna be oxygen. Okay, so when they say roasted in air, that means a reaction with oxygen. Roasted in air, that means reaction with oxygen. Okay, so when zinc sulfide, ZnS, zinc blend, reacts with oxygen, it forms zinc oxide plus SO2 gas. Zinc sulfide plus SO2 gas. Okay, so is this reaction balanced? Okay, let's see. Zinc 1 zinc, 1 sulfur, 2 oxygen atoms, 1 plus 2, 3 oxygen atoms. That means it is not balanced. Okay, so this side we have 3 oxygen atoms, this side we have 2 oxygen atoms. What should we do? Okay, so what is gonna be over here? So 3 oxygen atoms over here, and similarly this is 6 atoms over here now. So we have to multiply this by 2. So 2 zinc, so here also gonna be 2 zinc, 2 sulfur, here also gonna be 2 sulfur, 3 plus 3 to the 6 oxygen atoms. So 2 oxygen atoms over here, and 2 to the 4, 2 to the 4 oxygen atoms over here. That means 2 plus 4, 6 over here, and 6 oxygen atoms over here. So this is now our balanced chemical equation. Okay, right? Perfect. Now what do we do? Now we use the unitary method. Okay, now we use the unitary method in order to calculate. But what they are saying that calculate number of moles of sulfur dioxide. Okay, we have to calculate the number of moles of sulfur dioxide liberated by 776 gram of ZnS. So they are saying if here I have 776 gram of ZnS, then how many moles, okay, how many moles of SO2 will get liberated? That's what we have to calculate. Okay, so let's go for it. So by unitary method we can see that 2 moles of ZnS, okay, if I write ZnS over here, 2 moles of ZnS liberates 2 moles of SO2. Okay, 2 moles of ZnS liberates 2 moles of SO2. Then 776 gram of ZnS will liberate x moles of SO2. But sir, here we cannot use gram. We have to convert this into the moles, right? You have to convert this into moles. But how can I convert 776 into number of moles? So it's gonna be number of moles as it is in the gram, 776 grams. How can I use the formula mass upon molecular mass? Correct? Definitely I can use it. It will give me the number of moles. What is mass given? Mass given, sir, 776 gram. And what is the molecular mass of the zinc sulfide, ZnS? So sir, zinc is given, zinc is 65 plus sulfur is 32. So it's gonna be 7 plus 9. So it's gonna be 97 gram per mole. So it's gonna be 97. So 776 divided by 97 will give you 8 moles. Okay, it will give you 8 mole. Correct? Perfect. So in place of 776, what I am gonna do? I am gonna substitute it as a 8. Okay, so 8 mole. Definitely 776 gram is nothing but the 8 mole. So if my 2 moles of zinc sulfide is giving me 2 moles of sulfur dioxide, that means 8 moles of zinc sulfide will give me x moles of sulfur dioxide. So x will be equal to 2 into 8 divided by 2, which is nothing gonna be equal to 8. Okay, so it's very simple. if 2 moles of zinc sulfide is liberating 2 moles of SO2, then 8 mole of zinc sulfide will liberate 8 moles of SO2. So first answer is very simple. Hence 776 gram of zinc sulfide would produce 8 moles of SO2. Okay, so this was the part A. This was the part A. Now let's go for the part B. Part B says that the weight of zinc sulfide required to produce 22.4 liters of SO2 at s.t.p. Okay, now basically 1 mole is equals to 22.4 liter at s.t.p. right? 1 mole is equals to 22.4 liter at s.t.p. Okay, so now let's see what they are saying. They are saying we have to calculate the weight of ZNS required. Okay, so basically let's write down the reaction again. 2 ZNS plus 3O2 will give you 2 ZNO plus 2 SO2. Okay, so they are saying 22.4 liter we require. So calculate the weight of zinc sulfide for that. Okay, so let's see over here. That's a 2 moles is giving me 2 moles of SO2. Okay, if I convert 2 mole into the weight, it would be equal to 2 into 97. 2 into 97 is nothing but 194 gram. Okay, 194 gram. Okay, so 194 gram of zinc sulfide is giving me how much volume of SO2. Okay, so let's calculate. Number of moles is equals to volume at s.t.p divided by 22.4. How many moles do we have? 2 moles. Okay, how many moles do we have? 2 moles, right? Perfect. Is equals to volume at s.t.p divided by 22.4. so volume is equals to 2 into 22.4, which is nothing but 44.8 liter. Okay, that means it's very simple that if my 194 gram, if I say ZnS to SO2, okay, so if my 194 gram is giving me 44.8 liter of SO2, then X gram will give me 22.4 liter, correct? So X would be equal to 194 into 22.4 divided by 44.8. 22.4 2s are 44.8, right? So if we divide this by this, it will give you 97 gram. So let's try to understand the part 2, how we solve that. So they were asking you that when zinc blend roasted in air, calculate the weight of ZNS required to liberate 22.4 liter of SO2. So first we saw that from the balanced chemical equation, by focusing on the ZNS and SO2, we got to know that 194 gram of ZNS liberates 44.8 liter of SO2. So we used the unitary method and we saw that if 194 gram is liberating 44.8 liter of SO2, then X gram would be required to liberate 22.4 liter of SO2. And by unitary method, we got to know that answer is 97 gram of zinc sulfide would be required in order to liberate 22.4 liter of SO2. I hope you understood this question, but still if you have any doubt regarding this question or any other question, you can comment your doubt into the comment section and make a dedicated video towards your doubt. Till then, keep on studying.